Hello, everyone. It is truly tremendous to see everyone here. I have moderated several municipal forums and a couple of federal ones, and I've never seen a crowd like this in attendance, so this is fantastic. It speaks to your interest in helping to drive your community forward, and that's fantastic. And it's amazing to see how many people are willing to stand up, put their names forward, and represent you. So congratulations to everyone. So my name is Sean Melia. I am a member of the board of the Chamber of Commerce, and I will be your moderator for the evening. Be careful, everyone. I will read the rules, because everything has to have rules. So as you can see, our mayoral candidates are seated to my right-hand side, 4 of them. Questions will be presented to them. We hope to get through 6 or 7 questions. They each have a time limit of 1 minute to respond to the question. We have a timekeeper down in the front who will hold up a yellow card as a 30-second warning, and then a red card as a 5-second warning. Should the candidate fail to stop after the 5 seconds, they will have a run-on of about 3 seconds, after which time I will take their mic away. Or something other like that. So in my past experience, things have gone along very well, and I expect that they will again tonight. No need to read the Marquis de Queensberry rules. Just remind you, there's no scratching, biting, or pulling of hair. Okay, so we have, as I say, questions for the mayoral candidates. We will ask them, they will respond. We will have a break after the question period is done for about 10 minutes. After that, your council candidates will have time to speak, and they can address any of the questions that the mayoral candidates have spoken to. So it'll be open for them to pick and choose. They can respond to all of the questions that have been answered, or 1 or 2. It's entirely up to them. Okay? And they will have the time of 1.5 minutes, I believe it is, for that, or 2 minutes, sorry, for that. And then after that, prior to that, to start the evening, we'll have the introduction. Mayoral candidates will introduce themselves. Council candidates will also introduce themselves, and then we will move into the questions. Pardon me. At the end of the evening, we will hopefully have time for some closing comments as well, and target to be out of here by 9-ish. Okay? There could be a lot of good things to be said tonight, and definitely a lot of information to be shared and heard. So let's get on with the evening. And at this point, as I said, we'll start with alphabetic order.
My name is Pam Alexis, and I'm ready to be your next mayor. As a councillor and a former school trustee, I understand governance and the value of due process. Leadership requires accepting responsibility and making tough decisions, but it also means building consensus by listening to and collaborating with knowledgeable staff, fellow officials, other governments, and all sectors of the community. Good, solid relationships are key, internally and externally. I have excellent working relationships with all of our partners in the Fraser Valley Regional District, with our local MLAs and our MP. In addition, I sit on the leadership team for West, where we are equal partners with Kwantlen First Nation. With Mission heading into a new era of unprecedented growth and change, it will require balanced, respectful leadership to ensure that it thrives as a healthy, welcoming, and prosperous community. My name is Pam Alexis, and I'm ready to be your next mayor.
Your next candidate is Ian Gilfillan.
Hello, and thanks for coming, everyone. My name is Ian Gilfillan, and I want to represent this great city as your new mayor. First, I'd like to thank everyone for their overwhelming support and help in our campaign. If elected as mayor, I will do everything in my power to enact all the things that I've promised. My big thing that I bring to the table is to create a website so that all the good people of Mission can vote on all the important issues throughout my term, creating a truly transparent and democratic governing system. I want to give the people what they want. After all, isn't that what we're all here for? Thank you.
Thank you, Ian. Randy Hawes.
Good evening. I am Randy Hawes. I moved here in 1979 as manager of the Toronto-Dominion Bank with my wife and 3 kids, and left the bank rather than ever having to transfer out of this city. I have served 4 times as your mayor, 4 terms, all 4 terms with very, very different councils, and in every instance, 95% of all of our issues were voted on and were unanimous. We remained united from the start to the end of all 4 of those terms. I served 3 times as your MLA. I've been a cabinet minister. I was the government whip. I've sat on Treasury Board. I have enough experience to understand every level of government. I was also the chair of the Fraser Valley Regional District. I understand governance. I understand our community. I think I have shown that I have leadership qualities, and I ask for your vote on October 20th.
Candidate Wyatt Scott.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Wyatt Scott. I love Mission, and I think you all love it as much as I do. My leadership style is that of inclusivity. I believe that investing in the next generation, building them up, bringing them up, is better than leaning over and telling them what to do. I've worked for the BC NDP, I've worked for UFV, I have been in leadership my whole entire life. I have an education, a skill set, an experience that is unmatched by anybody at the table here. I have energy, and I have a vision. My name is Wyatt Scott, and I would love the opportunity to represent you as your next mayor. Thank you.
And I will proceed down the line. The council candidates will have an opportunity to say a word.
My name is Cal Crawford. My wife Sharon and I have lived in Mission for the past 30 years. We have 2 adult children and 3 adult grandchildren. My working career consisted of 13 years as an electrician and 37 years as a professional realtor. I gained extensive experience in ownership, management, training, and sales in both professions. I retired from real estate just over 2 years ago. I have always been involved with community groups and organizations, which had included a wide spectrum of community interests. I have received 2 humbling and highly regarded honors for my community involvement, the Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Medal and the District of Mission's highest honor, the Freeman of the City Award. I am currently the chair of the Mission Hospice Society, a director of Mission Community Services, a director of Mission Senior Center Association, and a founding and active member of the Mission Midday Rotary Club. My website is calcrawford.ca. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jim Hines. I'm running for re-election as a council member of the District of Mission. I have worked very hard in the last 4 years to make this a better place for everybody to live in. And at the same time, I continue to volunteer in the Mission, including as member of the organizing committee for Mission Fest. I ask for your support on October 20th so we can continue building a great community. Thank you.
Good evening. It's nice to see everybody out this evening. First of all, I would like to thank Councillor Stevens and Councillor Nicholson as outgoing councillors for their service. As some of you may know, I'm born and raised in Mission. My parents were pioneering members of the South Asian community. They taught me that being part of the Mission community was an important thing. Based on their example and encouragement, I volunteered to serve this community all my life. I started when I was 14 years old organizing tennis tournaments, attracting players from all over the province to come to Mission. I've been a columnist with the Abbey News Mission Record for the past 23 years, and the founder of Cycling for Diversity, and our team have visited close to 150 schools throughout the province, bringing the message of diversity and inclusion. I've been extremely fortunate to have the support in many of these projects from our local community. But let me tell you that it's always been a team effort all along, and that's what I want to bring to council, the ability to work towards a common goal, the ability to work with people, the ability to listen with respect and an open mind in order to do what's best for the community.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Neil Smith. For any of you playing election cliche bingo tonight, here is my contribution. Think globally, act locally. 35 years ago, I worked in the Philippines as a volunteer. While there, I had many wonderful experiences. One in particular seems pertinent this week with the release of the latest climate change report. Snorkeling over a coral reef for the first time has to be one of the most exhilarating experiences of anyone's life. This thrill may not be available for the next generation. Business as usual will not do anymore. The latest report advises us to pay now or pay much more later. As if to emphasize the point, the Florida Panhandle is being pounded with the largest hurricane to strike that region in recorded history. While it is an alarming report, it also strikes an optimistic note. We have the technology at hand to make the necessary transition. Please stay to the end of this event for the Act Locally part.
Hello, my name is Jeff Jewell, and Mission City Record on Friday, it gave the answers to 2 questions by all 19 councillor candidates. It was almost unanimous. We all felt that controlling growth and development to make it consistent with our official community plan was our biggest challenge. And we all had our same vision, too, of the sweetness and light that would come if we succeeded in achieving our challenge. So we all agree on the job that has to be done. The question for you is to decide who is best qualified to do that job. I present myself as a qualified top 6 candidate. I've been there, done that. I served on council 2011 to 14. My record is contained in my brochure, which will be distributed with the Mission Record on Friday, and I encourage you to take a look at that. And I also have a university degree in engineering from the University of Toronto, worked for 2 major corporations, and I've run out of time. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Tracy Norman, and I didn't write anything down. I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. I've lived in Mission roughly around 20 years. Currently, I work in the film industry. I'm a location scout. The reason I'm standing here today is many of you might know, and some of you will soon know, my son passed away almost a year ago from a fentanyl overdose. He was 22 years old. He was born in Mission, and he died in Mission. After Callum passed away, I thought, what can I do to make a difference? Because I can't save my son, but I hope to be able to save one of your children or to give you the information that you need to help your children. I think mental health is a big issue. Homelessness has always been in my heart. I'm a true, honest person, and if you vote for me, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tracy, for sharing your story with us. I'm Mark Davies. Some of you may know me from a slightly popular Facebook page in this town. But I've been a homeowner in Mission for 4 years now. Fell in love with this town, moved here with my wife, 2 kids, 2 dogs. I'm one of our technology workers in town. I have the luxury of being able to work from home, which is a perk that many people don't have, being that we're a bedroom community. I'm looking, the reason I'm running is looking at, the work that this council has done and what needs to be done in Mission and the wonderful people that live here and the problems that this town faces. How can we help? How can we make this better? How can we engage the community? How can we move forward, constrain buildings and into a sensible format that makes sense for this town? So I'm looking forward to talking with all of you, talking with you online, talking with you after the meeting here, and seeing how we can do this together. Thank you.
First of all, I'd like to thank all of you for coming, for taking time out of your busy schedules and coming here tonight. Hats off to all of you. Thank you. My name is Jennifer Holmes. I'm fairly new to Mission, been here for 6 years. I love this town. My reason for running is I was bitten by the political and community bug in 1968 when I was 8 years old, and I met, you may hate him, but I met Pierre Elliott Trudeau, and from that moment on, I thought, this could be a thing. I like this thing. So I want to help everybody in this room, and I know that's impossible to do it all in one day, but I want to help the guy who drives the truck, I want to help the guy who works at McDonald's, I want to help the lady who can't find daycare, I want to help all of you, and I'm open to conversation. It's time to take us off a pedestal and put us down there with you people, because you guys are the ones that matter. Not all of us up here, but you. And that's what I hope to do in the next 4 years, and I look forward to your vote. So thanks very much. Thank you.
It's hard to explain myself in a minute, but I'll give it my best. Hello, my name is Jag Gill, and I'm born and raised in this wonderful city we call Mission. I'm very grateful my parents chose such a beautiful place to raise me and my sister. From a young age, I've attended Cherry Hill Elementary, graduated from Mission Secondary, and then studied business and communications at the University of Fraser Valley. Mission has given me so much, and I always try and give back as much as I can, not with just donating money, but my time as well, by volunteering with great organizations such as Hope Central, the Copper, and even the Fire Department. If elected, I will want to remain humble and appreciative of what I have, and I will keep trying to make Mission the best it can for everyone. My name is Jag Gill.
Welcome. Thank you all for coming. My name is Dave Wesley. I moved to Mission in 1995, 23 years ago, with my beautiful and most intelligent bride, Sharon, and our 2 sons, and we love it here. I was originally a musician, a carpenter, a contractor, a construction superintendent, a project manager, and a senior development manager. I would like, on October 20th, to be able to add to that resume the best darn counselor that you ever elected. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I am Carol Hamilton, and it's been both an honor and a privilege to serve on Mission Council these last 4 years, and I'm seeking re-election on October the 20th. I believe experience matters, and I have that experience. 4 years on City Council, I have come to appreciate the complexity of running the city. 9 years as a school trustee, 9 years as a school trustee, 4 of those years as leadership role as a board chair, I've learned to handle difficult decisions. And 34 years in banking, 10 years in management taught me the value of staff. I believe all aspects of my experience matters and brings value to the role as a city councillor. I am vested in Mission, having lived here since 1975. I'm an active community volunteer. I sit on the board at Hospice, the board at Fraser House, the Skills Centre, and the Mission Foundation. Serving on these boards has given me the opportunity to learn and understand the good work that is happening in Mission, as well as some of the challenges we face. I ask for your vote on October the 20th. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Alan Peterson. I've been in Mission for 10 years. I have a background in design and manufacturing. I was a hockey goalie most of my life, so I'm a good teammate. I'm a hard worker and a quick study, and I'd like the opportunity to work for you, the people of District of Mission. Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you for coming, and thank you to the Chamber for allowing us all the opportunity. My name is Ann Graham, and I'm here tonight because I want to help ensure that Mission develops into a livable and balanced community. I'm a homeowner, a mother, and a grandmother, and a dog owner. I hike and bike, and I have a lengthy career in being involved in civic politics. Many years I worked in Abbotsford Parks and Recreation, and many people still remember me as Ann the Iceman that used to drive the Zamboni for their hockey games. I want to find solutions to our problems, in particular traffic, homelessness, and garbage recycling. I have many ideas about how these things could be dealt with. Growth is inevitable and will happen quickly. It's very important that this growth is planned and sustainable. Finally, I'd like to say that I'm a genuine person. I care about Mission and for densification of an urban core and building communities around business and industry. I am interested in preserving green space and developing recreation and destinations. But most of all, I'd like to see a council elected that can be trusted to make the important decisions that will affect all of our lives in the future.
Thank you, Anne.
Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Danny Fleckus, and I've had the privilege of serving on council for 7 years. My wife and I moved here 32 years ago and raised our children. I've had the privilege of serving on a number of committees, as well as serving the community. I've had the opportunity of working with Rotary and volunteer with Rotary, as well as a number of other communities like MASH and Mission Community Skills Center and Literacy. But also, as I served on council, I chaired the Joint Services Water and Sewer Commission. I serve on the library board, as well as the, my time's running short. But I wanted to say that some of the experiences that I've gathered and the listening that I've done has aided me to really understand what this community is about. And it really is important that we as a community continue to build on what's already been established in the last 4 years. So I look forward to your support in the next 4 years, and on October the 20th, vote for Danny Fleckus. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Michael Nann. I was born and raised in Edmonton, Alberta. I've had family out here my entire life, so coming out in the summers was always a pleasure for me. I moved out here in 2003, and I had the opportunity to meet my wife, who was born and raised here 8 years ago, and 6 years ago, or thereabouts a little bit over, we bought a house here, our forever home, dream home, and are now raising 3 children. I love this community, and in meeting her and seeing the nature's backyard from Stave to Raleigh to Hayward, and I want to protect that. I'm a project manager by trade, working in telecommunications. I've worked as far as Brazil and all through Western Canada. So my boots on the ground approach to project management is the skill sets that I would bring to council. And that is ensuring that I'm detailed and that I have the tenacity to get the work done, to do the research, and ensure that every decision that's made has been first engaged with you, the stakeholders, as well as community stakeholders, to ensure that we have moved forward into the future. So on October 20th, think about Michael Nann. It's our mission, our future.
Hey everybody, my name is Kelly Apostolic. You might know me from when I worked at the Rona, maybe helped with the projects, or from Game Changers, running the Pokemon tournaments here in Mission for the kids. I'm running for council because now my children have grown up, and I now have the time to devote to this. I've always believed in the community. I've always done my best to help the community. I offer a safe place to play, and I want to see Mission advance and expand, but not lose that small town feel. I know my customers by name, they know me, and hopefully, eventually, we'll have a lot of other stores like mine and a lot of other neighborhoods where you all know each other, watch out for each other, and help each other. I'm running for council because I have the time, and if you think that I have the right stuff, I want you to vote for me on October 20th. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for coming out tonight. My name is Doug Lifford, and I'm running for council. I bring a different perspective to council. I've lived in Mission for 31 years. I've been married to my wife for 29 years, and we've raised our 3 children here in Mission. I'm also unique in that I own and operate my own business on First Avenue, where I've been for the last 12 or 13 years. I also have 29 years in the finance, banking, and mortgage industry, so I have a very good idea of housing from the perspective of renters, affordable housing, and of course, people that are new to Mission as well too. So thank you very much, and please keep my name in mind. Thank you.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming out and listening to all of us tonight. My name is Carla Janis, and I want your support. Please vote for me for council on October 20th. The major issues in Mission can't all be addressed in this time frame that we've been giving tonight, but I welcome you to follow me on my Facebook campaign page and read more about my platform on my website, carlaformission.ca. Living in Mission your whole life and having the most signs doesn't necessarily qualify you for being a councillor. What does qualify you is a combination of work and life experience and compassion for the residents that vote for you, and serving them to the utmost of one's ability. I have a combination of a great career, a graduate school education, and listening skills that I have garnered throughout my life that have led me to ask for your support today. I am qualified to represent you in all ways, and I hope I'll have your support on October 20th. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ashley Sharp. I was born and raised in Mission, and I've been volunteering in the community for half of my life. Over the years, I've done volunteer work for various local events such as the Mission Folk Music Festival and the Canada Day celebrations in Heritage Park. And currently, I volunteer for the Mission Optimist Club, the Mission Hospice Society, and I am on the board for the Fraser Valley Métis Association and the Fraser Health Mission Mental Health and Substance Use Community Advisory Committee. It's a mouthful. I have also recently graduated from Douglas College with a Community Mental Health Worker Certificate. I love contributing to the community, and I enjoy helping people in any way that I can. If elected, I look forward to helping all the residents of Mission by representing you for City Council. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Obviously, there's a lot of passion in this group, and I'm sure that they will, those elected and unfortunately those who are not elected, will continue to have that passion and do well for the city and district of Mission.